Rain continues across parts of central and eastern Kentucky. Straight ahead, I'll show you why that may be a sign of things to come as we inch closer to the first few days of October.
A missing person investigation in Pulaski County leads police to a gruesome discovery inside a home near Nancy.
What do Kentuckians think of outgoing Governor Steve Beshear and President Barack Obama? I'll have the first results from a new WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. WKYT News starts now with breaking news.
Lexington police continue to investigate a shooting that injured one person.
That shooting happened about an hour ago outside Griffith's Market on East 6th Street. The victim was found at his home nearby. WKYT's Victor Puente is live at the scene tracking down the breaking details. Victor?
Police are still searching for the shooter. They tell us the victim was able to drive himself to a relative's home to ask for help. Lexington police tell us the shooting happened in the parking lot here at Griffith's Market. They say a man in a white car got into an argument with a group of people, and one of those people shot him several times. He sped away from here, and as he did, he hit a delivery truck and an SUV. He made it to a home on Chestnut Street. Police say paramedics treated him beside his car before he was taken to the hospital.
Right now, we've only found one victim. He was conscious and oriented when he was transported to the hospital, and he was shot multiple times.
The shooter and the group he was with ran down 6th Street after that happened. Police tell us that the vehicle they were in had been reported stolen earlier today. Live in Lexington, Victor Puente, WKYT.
Victor, thank you. It has been another day of showers around the area. Some areas have seen another day of heavy rains at times.
Your umbrella and your raincoat are going to get a workout for the next few days at least. Let's check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Chris?
You guys, very active as we flip the calendar from September to October. The pattern really isn't changing much compared to what we have now. If anything, may get a little more extreme across the eastern part of the country in the coming days. Soggy weather right now showing up on Defender. The heaviest rain falling across southern Kentucky. This is a little area of low pressure that has produced 1 to local 2 inches of rain again today across parts of south central Kentucky. Heaviest rain from London over into Knox County, right on top of the Barberville area. Middlesboro, thunder and lightning coming from some cells in the northern parts of Tennessee. Heavy rain here into London, Mount Vernon, and back over into Stanford and Lancaster. Well, that band of rain trying to increase just a little bit and starting to see the rains increasing across the Lexington metro as well. Those steady showers on the south side of town right now. So from New Circle Road on the south side of town over toward most of Richmond Road, the Hamburg Pavilion area, some very light rains. Those rains pick up, though, the farther east that we go on Interstate 64. Cold front is to our south and southeast. Little disturbance, though, right on top of the Smoky Mountains into central and eastern Kentucky. That's going to kind of hang around here. And then, as we get closer to the weekend, we'll focus on a storm across the east coast and whether or not it can get something from the tropics. That something is a powerful Hurricane Joaquin. Now, guys, those two may try to hook up and form a blockbuster of a storm across the eastern seaboard that may stay separate. I'll show you why coming up in a little bit. For our weather in Kentucky, it may not matter. 7-day forecast in just a few.
A gruesome discovery in a southern Kentucky home.
The Pulaski County Sheriff's Office says they found a body in a freezer and it may have been there for weeks. Deputies arrested the man's girlfriend, Teresa Owens, in the case. WKYT's Phil Pendleton shows us what led investigators to the body.
The body was discovered late last night after a daughter reported her father missing. That missing person investigation brought police here to interview the missing man's girlfriend, and shortly after that, a body was discovered. The sheriff's office says they had just received a missing person report for 68-year-old Gary Jinks of Happy Ridge Road. They went to the residence where he lived near Nancy and started searching. And according to court documents, officers found a body in a freezer. Police arrested 51-year-old Teresa Owens and charged her with abuse of a corpse and tampering with physical evidence. The arrest citation states that Owens put her boyfriend's body inside a freezer. The coroner says he thinks the man had been dead for about a month.
The timeline is still part of the ongoing investigation as to both when the death occurred and any subsequent moving or changing of evidence that may have occurred that led to those charges.
And right now, police say they cannot identify who this person is or how the person died. It remains under investigation. Much more at 6 o'clock, but for now in Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
Police say Jenk's daughter filed the missing person report Tuesday morning. The body was discovered last night.
A school bus crash injured 3 students this morning. Our county-by-county coverage begins in Laurel County. The sheriff's office says the bus ran off a curve on Money Road and hit a tree. The driver told deputies he looked back at the students just before the crash.
There were over 30 students on the bus. 3 were injured. 2 were checked by EMS, treated at the scene and released. 1 was actually transported to a local hospital for treatment.
Another bus came and took the students to school. In Barron County, a grand jury has indicted a man in the death of an 8-week-old baby. Chad Lewis is charged with murder in the case. Police say he shook the little girl and threw things at her while watching her for her mother on September 6th. The child died from a closed head injury at a Louisville hospital 2 days later. Lewis also faces drug charges.
The final terms are winding down for President Obama and Governor Steve Beshear. Both are Democrats, but the new WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll found Kentuckians have a very different opinion of the 2 men. New at 5, WKYT political editor Bill Bryant has a new look at the Bluegrass poll results.
Good evening. First up in the new WKYT Herald Leader Bluegrass poll is a report card for Governor Steve Beshear. He was elected to the state's top job in 2007, ousting incumbent and scandal-plagued Governor Ernie Fletcher. If it weren't for term limits, Beshear might be in a good standing to win a 3rd term. The Bluegrass poll finds 50% of likely Kentucky voters approve of the job he's doing as governor. 32% disapprove, while 18% were unsure. President Barack Obama has another year left in his final term, and it seems Kentuckians may be ready for him to go. Just 31% of Kentuckians polled approve of the job he is doing in the White House. 61% disapprove. The remaining 8% were unsure.
Yeah, I think President Obama would ask Governor Beshear, what's your secret? Here he is in his 8th year in office, and half of voters approve of the job he's doing. Only 32% disapprove of the job he's doing, which is a plus 18 favorable rating. Really remarkable considering some of the controversial things Governor Beshear has done in the state.
Ahead on WKYT News at 6, the race to replace Beshear. Find out who's ahead, Republican Matt Bevin, Democrat Jack Conway, or Independent Drew Curtis. Survey USA talked to 1,000 people across Kentucky for the Bluegrass poll. It's conducted for WKYT, the Herald Leader, WHAS-TV, and the Courier-Journal in Louisville. Bill Bryant, WKYT.
For more on the Bluegrass poll and to see a breakdown of the results, just go to WKYT.com. A bill to reduce the number of babies born addicted to drugs is moving forward in Congress. The Protecting Our Infants Act passed a Senate committee. Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell and Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey introduced the bill earlier this year. As many as 3 babies a day are born addicted in our state, a rate 48 times higher than just 15 years ago. The full Senate is expected to consider the bill soon.
A Lexington restaurant is giving some of its proceeds to the family of a fallen Kentucky State Trooper. Today, Texas Roadhouse restaurants from across the Commonwealth are donating 10% of all food sales to the family of Kentucky State Trooper Cameron Ponder. All customers have to do is say they want to donate a portion of the bill. Trooper Ponder was shot and killed in the line of duty back on September 13th while chasing a suspect in western Kentucky.
It's an unfortunate thing that happened to the trooper, but we're always willing to support local fire, police, troopers, state level. These are the people that take care of us when we need them. So it's a give back because they go over and above so often and don't get recognized for it.
The 2 participating Lexington, Texas Roadhouse restaurants are located on Richmond Road and Beaumont Center. It has become a tradition for UK basketball fans. This afternoon, hundreds have set up camp outside Memorial Coliseum for a chance to get to see Big Blue Madness.
Fans started lining up across the street on Monday before being allowed to move over at 5 this morning. WKYT's Monique Blair is live among the campers to show us all the excitement. Hi, Monique.
Well, Amber and Sam, in the past hour, I have actually felt a few raindrops fall, and it's actually getting pretty chilly out here, but that has not stopping hundreds of UK fans from camping out to get their hands on tickets to UK's Big Blue Madness. Now, within hours of the official start to the Big Blue Madness campout, camping space reached capacity. From 5 a.m. until 9 a.m., roughly 585 tents had been set up. Space for this year's campout is limited by construction to the University of Kentucky campus surrounding Memorial Coliseum. Tickets for Big Blue Madness will be distributed at 10 o'clock Friday night. So with more than 2 full days left to camp out here, fans tell me they don't mind the rain or the chilly weather simply because they say Big Blue Madness is worth it.
It's just the atmosphere, and this is the only time you'll ever get lower arena seats. Is because, you know, during the season everybody's already got them, and the last couple of years I've got right on the floor, and that's the only time you can get them, unless you want to pay huge money for them.
Now, Tempur-Pedic and Sleep Outfitters held a raffle all day long today, giving fans the chance to win this glamping experience, which is glamorous camping. The drawing will be held around 8 o'clock tonight, and the winners will get to move into this tent immediately. They'll get to keep the mattresses, the tent. They'll even get to meet Coach Cal and win 2 free basketball game tickets. I'm reporting live in Lexington, Monique Blair, WKYT.
I like glamorous camping, I think. Big Blue Madness is scheduled for October 16th at Rupp Arena. A shooting injures a high school principal. Find out how another staff member stepped in to stop the shooter.
Morning sickness can make expectant women miserable. There's a new recommendation for treating it. The details in Better Living.
Kentucky's 3 candidates for governor square off on Kentucky Sports Radio. We will take you to the debate on WKYT News at 5:30.